on Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial. It could rest the case as early as tomorrow. Now, right now, a special agent with the U.S. Attorney's Office is continuing her two-day testimony. She is reviewing travel records, hotel charges, and phone records that are all tied to the case. And another juror's fate is still up in the air. There are now questions about whether juror number 7 improperly discussed the case with a former colleague. The judge is expected to take up that issue after court today. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas joins us now from outside the courthouse. So, Chloe, court opened this morning with the judge reprimanding the defense and the prosecution about an online article. Walk us through what happened here.
So I was inside the courthouse this morning trying to figure out what article was the judge referencing. So there's a lot of speculation as to which outlet, but basically there was information in said article that upset the judge that was private. He talked about how both sides, he was threatening to reprimand the government and the lawyers for Combs, even Mark Agnifilo, who's one of Combs' attorneys, at one point saying, this is very bad. So neither side wants to upset the judge, who has been relatively pleasant these entire about 7 weeks long. But he's taking this very seriously. Going to get to the bottom of this because, look, there's a lot of conversations that don't happen in the open forum of the courtroom that happen in his robing room and the chambers, and a lot of things that maybe the prosecutors and the lawyers know about that they're not supposed to be talking about. But like you said, juror chaos right now. One being dismissed because he couldn't give a straight answer about where he was living. Combs' defense team saying that it was racially motivated to dismiss him. The judge was very upset about that allegation yesterday and said that it had nothing to do with race, the fact that he was a black man dismissing him. He was replaced, coincidentally, by a white man. And then now this other issue with another juror. What happened was he got a text message from someone asking him if he was number 6, and he brought that to the judge's attention. But now that has kind of devolved into, was he having conversations with this former colleague? And that's going to be unpacked today, and we could see him being dismissed as well.
And Chloe, we know a special agent with the U.S. Attorney's Office returned to the stand today. She talked about travel records that were included in the evidence when it comes to the prosecution's case for transportation to engage in prostitution. Those are some of the charges that Combs is facing. How did this witness testimony factor into that?
Vicky, you are exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, this is in an effort at the end now of the prosecutor's case to really hammer home the point that they believe that Combs used his businesses to pay for these male escorts to take part in these freak-offs, like you said, showing flight records, hotel reservations, text exchanges, putting Cassie Ventura or Jane, right, Combs' former girlfriends, Diddy himself, and these escorts in the same place at the same time, and showing these receipts to really hammer home to the jury that this is a part of a RICO conspiracy and this is a part of transportation to engage in prostitution, really trying to lay it out in black and white before jury deliberations begin in what could be about 2 weeks.
All right, Chloe Malas, live in Manhattan.
There you have it. Like I stated, and then they're gonna get him on the RICO, but the sex trafficking and racketeering, I don't think they're gonna get him on. But go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts on the whole thing that's transpired today, and also another juror possibility being let go again. Go ahead.
This whole case has been a quagmire. They need to just dismiss this and let the man out of jail. This is a joke. It's insulting to the American public. It's insulting to the judicial system. The judicial system has never been fair. I'm disgusted by this.
I think you kind of make a good point. A lot of people thinking that they're using this as a distraction. A lot of people think they're using it as a distraction because, like, you can see, like, things are getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So they should go ahead and just do the mistrial then. Because if jurors are being let go, you have one juror that's pretty much being let go because you receive a text messages from a friend, and which is also against the law. You're not supposed to be talking about the case among anybody until the case is over. So that juror may be able to also be dismissed, but he might also face some serious charges. Because when it comes to the feds, they don't play with stuff like that. Like, you're not supposed to discuss case if it's alleged true. If it's true, but if it's not true, then he's good to go. So, but Hakeem, you've been right on the money. You've been saying a long time. You said this is a freak show.
It's a disgusting situation, Ron. Like this is so insulting. I just say we just need to call this a mistrial. Let the man go home, call it a day, don't do it no more. Whatever it is. Because the thing is, the fact that he said, can someone give me
No, sir. Go ahead. I can't.
Tony
keep
Burns.
Keep it going. Keep going,
Yeah.
man. It's not until you left real, but keep going.
Yeah, so when I look at this, I feel so insulted by, you know what I mean, that we know the judicial system is not, they're not even playing fair. So it's like, Trump, I'm gonna call one in. Let's get R. Kelly and our boy out of here, please. Yeah, let's get the music ain't been right since these boys been locked up.
And also today, the defense team did show some surveillance from the freak off to the jurors so they could see exactly what happened during those freak offs. That was it. It's just showing the man that was pretty much had a freaky lifestyle. That's pretty much what it is.
That's it.
He uses power to have a freaky lifestyle. Nothing more, nothing less.
You know how many women who knows men get involved with men who are freaks, but they know they're going to get some type of money out of it? That's not all women, but there's some women who say, hey, he's paying, I'm laying. Some of this stuff is consensual, and now after she gets paid, she can just put him in jail. And I get this, where this is why I say that we need to start redefining how we deal with some of y'all. You know, a lot of these guys are freaks. You know, a lot of these guys want to get freak offs. And now you don't want to do the freak offs no more. And you still want to get paid and put them in jail after you was a willing participant. I'm not saying Cassie Ventura was this. I haven't watched the case. Don't beat me down. I'm just saying a lot of y'all are selling cat and then putting them in jail after you get the money and after you sell the cat.
Taking resources from wealthy black man, according to White High.
Diddy
and R. Kelly are evil.
How do you know? Listen, empathic veteran. How do you know that? How do you know that? You've seen it on television? We hearing Instagram posts. A lot of people are using AI to make lies.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen nothing documented. All we saw was one video where he gave her a spinning kick, like Raul kick. That's all we seen is a spinning Raul kick on a video. We haven't seen nothing else.
Well,